Hey team, happy Friday. Fun fact, this is the third time I'm recording this because the first time I stumbled over all my words and the second time I finished, and I thought this could definitely be a lot shorter. I don't need to waste people's time. So, this is going to be my shortened version, and hopefully I don't have to record it again. Lauren asked me to kind of talk about how my modules are set up for biotech, and the first thing I wanted to mention is I have them set up by units and not by weeks. I do put the time period of the weeks that we're going over them on the side. That way they kind of have a reference to that. But some of our units take a week, some of them take 6 weeks, and I don't want to have 6 different weeks all relating to the same thing in my Canvas because it's a little visually overwhelming. So I have them set up by unit, and like I said, some of them take a week, some of them take way more than that. And I also have them set up with Unit 1 being at the bottom where we started the year off, and Unit 5, which we're currently wrapping up today. Not my favorite, but it's the kids' favorite, so that's what's important. Each unit has an icon in front of what the topic is, so you'll see like Unit 5 outcomes, learning guide, they all have different little emojis in front of them, and the emojis are the same throughout every unit. It's really helpful because it helps the kids' brains, like basically what I want them to know is anything with a light bulb and anything with this piece of paper is a grade. Everything else is resources, but it helps them. Also, it looks a lot cooler than just a lot of words being in your Canvas modules. So the way I have it set up, I like to, depending on how long the unit is, I like to start on like a Monday and I like to end on Fridays. Sometimes that's like a 2-week thing, sometimes it's a 1-week thing, but I have my modules divided by the days. So for example, this unit took a week and a day because we're ending it today for A-Day Monday. And the work is set up again by days. So first block, they come into class, they know to look for whatever day it is as their header. And then whatever day it is, everything underneath that is what they're expected to get done that day. So the first block, they were expected to go through the outcomes, the learning guide, go through the lectures the ACC provides, take an open note quiz, and then upload a photo of their notebook. The only thing that was a grade for that day is this formative open note quiz. I will say that biotech is supposed to be a do the learning by yourself, come into class and do the labs kind of course. This year I've noticed that the group of kids that I have, that's not really their jam. They need a little bit more structure, so I've been giving them 1 block period to do the remote part of it, and then we actually start the things. But normally what they should be doing is that learning at home and then coming in and doing the labs. The next block was them going through background information for the lab and then taking a quiz over that information. And then the last block for this unit was the actual lab, and I have 2 versions of that. The in-person lab is actually put in the summative category in my gradebook, and this remote one is a practice, but they're side by side in the gradebook, so that way whenever somebody completes a remote and it like automatically grades it, I just put that into this one, so that's what syncs over to Skyward. This remote lab is just a simulation. It grades them on generally the same things, but it was the best I can do for a biotech lab that was not in person. So anyways, these are my units. The kids really like them. One other thing is that if I have stuff open on a Monday, the due date for everything is the Sunday that module ends. Except today's weird because we have the lab that's occurring today. So the in-person lab is due tomorrow. That way it gives them a day to do it. But normally everything's due on the Sunday at midnight, which the kids really seem to like. So again, we've got for Unit 4, it was broken down by day, everything they had to do that day, and then at the very end of the unit, I had like extra resources, things that I don't go over them with them, but if they needed like a little crash course on any of these things, all of that stuff is there. So I hope everybody has a great Friday, and I hope you all have a happy weekend.